Samantha Martinez with the Philadelphia Business Leader Series, and I'm here with Kelly Collins, Special Events Consultant for Dave & Buster's Philadelphia. How are you today, Kelly?
I'm good. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here. So tell me a little bit more about your career journey and what led you to this role as Special Events Consultant for Dave & Buster's Philadelphia.
Yeah, it's been an interesting one. I studied mass communications in college, and I thought I wanted to go into television production and reporting, and kind of later on figured out that lifestyle wasn't exactly what I was looking for. So I kind of dabbled in the beginning in freelancing and media and communications, production and event planning. Eventually, I got a position in marketing for a Microsoft partner company. Did a lot with them and learned so much through that experience. They ended up training me to teach Microsoft Office classes, and so that was definitely a great time and a great experience for me. But again, kind of thought this isn't where my cake is. You know, it's not. This isn't really where I'm gonna make it and be all that I am.
Right.
So I looked around, moved on, kind of did a little digging myself, did some research, did a lot of networking and volunteering for events, and I figured out that this was maybe the way to go. I like being more in front of people and a lot of the communication side and creative side, and I think that event planning really opens up all of those doors. So I was lucky enough to find this position and apply and go through the hiring process, and it's definitely, again, been a really good learning experience and journey for me, but I think this is good. I think this is, for now, I think I'll stick with event planning. I think it's the one that'll be it.
That sounds like a really long and interesting journey. So what are some of the responsibilities in your role now as Special Events Consultant for Dave & Buster's?
So my main responsibility is to sell the event space in our venue. We do everything from kids' birthdays to large social events, bachelor parties, wedding receptions, adult birthdays, and then of course we do corporate events, and then that also has its own range. We can do anything from a happy hour to an all-day meeting to holiday parties, venue closeouts if you want to use our whole building for a large-scale event. So we pride ourselves in that we're very malleable in the industry. We have a lot to offer in terms of private space. If you're looking to have just a formal event in a room, if you're looking to have fun in our game area and have an event space, we like to mesh the two worlds of formal and fun. So it's really great in that way that we have such a wide range that we're able to work with, that we can build clients in all of those areas and book our space as much as possible, which we tend to do. So it's definitely exciting being able to work in sales that is generally fast-paced. And I'm learning a lot. I've never done sales. I've done marketing and PR and media, which they're kind of all under that same veil.
Right.
But I didn't actually realize how different sales would be from all of those. So it's been a great experience being here for the past 5 months, learning all of that as well.
That sounds really exciting. It sounds like you get to meet with different types of clients every single day, and it's always a new experience every single day, which sounds
Yes.
great. So what are some of the challenges that you face as in event planning?
I would say, definitely with all those ranges of different clients, it's kind of always switching gears between all of those. Really, it's about hearing your client and listening to what they're looking for and really leading them in the right direction to what is best for them and best for the venue. So I've definitely come a long way with that. I have more to learn. I enjoy the journey of learning how to be a salesperson and how to maximize both sides of the opportunity. So it's definitely had its challenges in that very general sense, but it's, again, any challenge to me is always rewarding because I'm gaining something for me. So.
And what would be some of the most rewarding and exciting and the best parts of your job and your position?
Seeing successful events. I've been here for some of the larger scale events. We actually do in-house. We do a couple of events each year. We do a big New Year's party. We do breakfast with Santa, and we do breakfast with the Easter Bunny. So since I've been here, I've seen all of those through, and just starting out from, hey, we have this idea, we're going to put this together, to day of working, running around doing whatever needs to be done, booking vendors like photo booth people and DJs and things like that, seeing everything happen from setup through breakdown, and just learning what all the details that go into the event, all the communication that needs to happen between all the staff, how what I plan impacts each of those areas, and every detail matters. So it's exciting in that way. Again, there can be challenges, and there's got to be a lot of thinking quick on your feet. But I think it's fun because I get to be a salesperson, I get to be a planner, and I get to kind of experience everything that goes into operations of Dave & Buster's, which is great. And all at the same time, the corporation in general, they are great. They make us motivated all the time. We have different incentives and great benefits and perks that go along with being here. So I'm so grateful to have found this opportunity, and I'm definitely looking forward to where I can take it.
Do you have any advice for any business administration students who are interested in getting into a career in event planning?
Well, first of all, definitely networking and volunteering. Find events in your area, find events in the city near you. Get your name out there, get your face out there. Talk to whoever you are interested in. Research companies that you kind of think are somewhere you might want to be. Go on social media, on different job sites, search resumes of positions that you think you might want, and look at the job duties and look at the education and the licensing or certification that maybe goes into any of that, and just kind of paint a little picture for yourself, I would say, and definitely always set goals and always ask questions.
It seems like it took you a lot of trial and error in finding your career here at Dave & Buster's. So what advice would you give to any other students or people watching who are struggling with finding that comfort and that space in this field?
So as much as it's definitely a trial and error journey, it's also just a trial of what you like. So for all the things that I dipped my fingers in for a little bit, I think it was all important because it led me to here. So I think don't be afraid to kind of be a nomad for a little bit. Don't be afraid to try this over here and try this over here, or try a couple things at the same time. Maybe you're freelancing for 2 different people in 2 different areas, and then you're volunteering on the weekends, or finding charities to become a part of or volunteer that way, because there's in the greater Philadelphia area, there's just so much available, and so many opportunities. You can cold email people, you can you can run into anybody anywhere. You can, if you're hungry enough, you can find what you're looking for. So I definitely would say don't be afraid to just put yourself out there, and find something through trial and error.
Well, thank you so much, Kelly. I feel like you've given us some really great advice, and I thank you so much for watching. I'm Samantha Martinez with the Philadelphia Business Leader Series.